Hello one and all, I'm JT Tebehadi and this is Just Start. Of course, we are powered by Focus Media SA. And from the outset, I must just clearly state that this is work in progress. It is work in progress because that's the whole point and the idea of this platform, that we sometimes need to just start. We need to just sometime get up and have a go at it. Because a lot of the times we have seen a lot of dreams in paper. We have seen a lot of awesome stuff in paper. And they never got to see the light of day. And the reason for that is sometimes fear can hide behind the preoccupation and the obsession with planning and planning and planning. I'm going to find that what it really is the fear to start. And because of that fear to start, we find ourselves not being able to even know what we are capable of. And let me tell you, the number one reason why people fear to start is the fear of failure. More than the fear of the unknown, is the fear to fail. The fear to fail is the enemy of many people, is the enemy of many dreams. And because of that enemy, a lot of great things that should have taken off have not taken off. A lot of benefits that should have been extracted from that have not been extracted. And so fear has become a loss. It has become a stumbling block for progress. It has become a stumbling block for growth. Fear, to some degree, is good, but just like everything else, everything that is good becomes bad if it's overdone or if it is misused or abused. And sometimes we can abuse fear. We can abuse ourselves by living in the prison of fear, the prison of self-doubt and the prison of always second guessing yourself. And I should say again, not that necessarily, asking yourself questions and interrogating yourselves pertaining to the material elements of what you're trying to do is wrong. It's not wrong, it's right. But it becomes wrong when you spend more time in planning so much that you lose the vision, you lose what it was, what this whole thing was in the beginning when it started. That's how you know that you have not really done yourself a lot of favor. But I should also hasten to say that it's not only you. You see, life is not just about yourself. Every success that you have is actually a success that spills over to other people, one way or the other, directly or indirectly. So if you have a brilliant business plan, for instance, the whole idea basically of starting a business is to provide a solution to a gap or a particular need that you have seen in the market. And so you are there to provide a solution for that. So that is in its very nature, even though it's what is called a business to make profit. As you make profit, you are providing a solution for the people that need that kind of a business venture. So it's not so much about yourself, and great thinkers think like that. Great achievers think like that. People of progress think in that particular way. Every single one of us have some positive to contribute in our gaining, others gain as well. Because when we lose the opportunity, or we shy away from the opportunity to gain, we're not only disadvantaging ourselves, but we are disadvantaging a lot of other people. That on its own is something that we can talk about some other day extensively. The purpose for this particular section is to say that the whole business of Just Start is premised on the observation that I have had over a long time in my life, and I have seen that pattern taking place in other people's lives. And I don't know if ever had that experience where you look at the person's way of doing things and you know that it's just not going to work. Not because you don't wish for that to work, not that you don't wish good for that particular person, but you know that this is the recipe for failure and a recipe for disaster because you have seen it before. Either you've seen it in yourself and you have seen it maybe, with people close to you, or just by, observation. And people that are learned, that are educated, they will tell you that there's a thing called pattern, which begins to give you at least a basis and a foundation to say, this might work, this may not work, because of the pattern. And part of the reason for that is because life, in its simplicity or in its intricacy, there are principles for success which are not really academic, but they're just simply there in life. The simple example: if you don't work, nothing will get done. That's a simple principle of life. Magic is it's non-existent. There's no such thing as magic. It's rather illusion. Now, I'm speaking and I'm hoping to be speaking to people who are not subscribers of illusion or subscribers to illusion, but people who are subscribers to see the change. And if the change is going to happen, the simple principle, basic principle in life for change is that someone has to start. So if it pertains your life, if it pertains your future, if it pertains a situation in your life that you want to see change, it's going to take for you to just start. If you like the content of my videos, please do not forget to like and, most importantly, subscribe, so that to make sure that this and other videos continue to see the light of day. Like I said in the beginning, this is not going to be perfect. It is the work in progress. But the most important thing is I'm just preaching and I'm just practicing what I preach. Till next time, God bless.